Hello and welcome to the incredibly influential and highly successful podcast. My name is Kael. I am incredibly influential.
My name is Maxwell, and I am highly successful.
What's with the what are you doing? What are you doing there, buddy?
I'm
What are you
mocking you.
You know, all right, fair. Fair. You know what? I get it. I get it. Everybody gangs up on me. Everybody gangs up on big ol' big the big guy, everybody everybody gangs up on me. I don't know. I'm drinking. This is drunk episode numero dos, motherfuckers. I'm sweating my balls off. I am like 2 shots in. It's great. We're going bar hopping tonight.
Oh,
Oh,
that's fun.
yeah. Also, I feel like I should say that it is Thursday, November 2nd, as we are recording this. Um, yeah, just wanted to. I forget to do that sometimes, so I want to make sure that I'm saying it. But
Mhm.
yes, it is Thursday, the 2nd of November. Halloween is over. What did you do for Halloween?
Uh, well, I guess I went to some sweet parties.
Yeah, I think maybe you told me about that.
Yep,
Yeah, it's something, and then I think you had a formal or something.
yep.
Yeah, how was that?
They're both pretty good. Got to. They're kind of short. Well, they felt rather short, but
Mm-hmm.
I had a good time. So
Yeah,
I guess that's what's most important.
definitely, definitely. What did was what was the theme of the whole formal thing?
Well, Halloween, obviously.
Did people like go in costume, or was it like you
Yes,
still had to dress up formal? Okay, okay.
most people went in costume. I went with a mix of formal attire and a costume, which was interesting.
Enlighten me. How did you do this witchcraft where you were able to mix both of these things?
Well, because my costume isn't really a costume, it's really just a hat and a Spirit Halloween t shirt. And so that's what I wore under my suit.
What were you going as? I feel like would be good to clarify.
The Spirit of Halloween.
Oh, I see. That's kind of a lame costume, but I'm kind of one to talk because
Yeah, well, you're a critic.
I am a critic. But that's not what I went at. I mean, I did kind of choose my quote unquote costume very, very critically. I was like, you know what? So our team on the 30th, that was the anniversary of the last time our football team won a game. So I wore my Yukon Huskies shirt, and I went as someone who has a better football team. There we go. Pew 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 pew. Shots
Nice.
fired.
Self roast.
I mean, you know what? It really is. It really is. Maybe they should win more games, and I wouldn't have to roast them. That's on them.
Or you
I
could
had
pick
a
a better
couple of
team.
yeah, I had a couple of football players in one of my classes that day too, which was really funny.
Hmm.
Um, but you know what? They're one to talk. Maybe when they start winning games, they can kick my ass for it. But until then, sucks to suck, as they are well aware. Literally
As
the
you, it sounds you are well aware as well.
yes, yes. As they so they had their last chance to win a game before their 2 year anniversary of their losing streak. Um, was on Saturday, right? Saturday the 28th, and they uh they fucking biffed it. So what they were doing was they were playing, I think it was Northern Illinois University, and literally it was like 63 nil. Literally no goals were scored by our team. No touchdowns, no field goals, no nothing. We got cummed on. We got obliterated. Absolutely fucking crushed into smithereens. And literally, one of our players tackled one of our own players. Like another one of our own fucking players. It shouldn't be that difficult to play the game of football. Okay? Should not be that difficult. I'm going to be honest with you. Should be fairly easy. You know, people with what is it? CTE can figure out how to fucking do it. So why is it that our players seemingly cannot figure it out? Hey, yeah. So that was fun. That was fun. 2 years of losing for this school. It's fantastic. You love to see it.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, we should not be Division 1. We should be dropped down to like Division 4. We should be whatever the lowest division is, drop us one lower than that. That's how bad our fucking football team is. You know, you could put us up against the football team of a fucking liberal arts college, have their team entirely made up of fucking hippies, and they'd still whoop our ass. It's fucking ridiculous. And they could have a little feelings session, a little group meditation after the game where all of our team could fucking cry it out. And they get so defensive when people like talk shit about them on Yik Yak and shit. They get so defensive, and it's like, maybe if you guys fucking played better, we would stop making fun of you. You get free fucking tuition. Free tuition, you get flown out to other states sometimes. You know, cry us a fucking river, how about? Cry me a river, build me a bridge, and get the fuck over it. Am I right, or am I right?
Sounds like you're pretty convinced.
Damn right I am. Fucking the L Leathernecks. We put the L in Leathernecks. That's, yeah. I propose that we change our name to the fucking Western Illinois Losers. Because until we win a game, that's what we are. You know?
Yeah.
But the World Series is over, by the way. Yeah, that was fun. The Rangers won for the first time.
Good for them. I don't know anything about them.
They're from Texas. They are the other Texas baseball team. I think there's more than two, but you know, whatever. At least it's not the Houston assholes. You know, I can live with a non-assholes win. You know, non-Yankees and non-assholes. There you go. I would prefer if it was the Sox, but there's not a snowball's chance in hell, nor a gerbil's chance in a garbage disposal that we are ever going to win another World Series in my lifetime. There's no fucking way. We don't have enough money. We don't bribe enough refs, unlike Houston. Pieces of shit. Fucking Houston asshole motherfucking cheating ass sons of bitches. And the Dodgers. Oh my god, don't even get me started on the Dodgers. More like dodging fucking IRS audits because they're bribing all the goddamn refs. You know what I mean? Hey-oh. Yeah. Did you wear the same costume both times?
Yeah, let's say I did. I didn't meet the same people both. Actually, that's not true. There was one person, two people I saw at both nights, but they wore the same costume too. So
Okay, but
I
did they
think I'm
actually put work in their costume?
I don't know. It's kind of like simple costumes, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like one was a cannabis dealer.
See, I think it would have been better if they had gone as a cannabis leaf. You know?
Yeah, well, I don't make the decisions, and neither do you.
Well, maybe I should. Maybe things would work out a little bit better if I fucking did. How about that? How about that? Fucking chew on that for a little while. Chew on that for a little while.
I've spit it out.
Put
I
it
thought,
back in your mouth. Put it back in your mouth. You're not done chewing. That's like
uh,
it's like
no.
spitting out your fucking gum before it's lost all the flavor, bro.
What if there was no flavor?
There
in
was a
that
lot
gum.
of flavor. There was a lot of flavor. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. How
I
about
think
that?
their costumes were good, and I think you're judging them.
Oh, well, maybe it's because I haven't seen them, but it does sound like perhaps, not as much effort as could have been.
What was your effort? Yours
I
was
didn't put in any.
yeah, I'm gonna wear the better team because people would people would call me out if I was wearing the team I did root for.
No, I
Sound
mean
like
nobody
you
would
were
have called me
hiding.
out for that. Nobody would have called me out for wearing a team at my school, you know. But
Oh
uh,
dang. Did
you
you
know,
go to did you go to your school wearing someone else's team?
yeah, I had classes on Tuesday with the football players wearing the shirt of another team. 100%. 100%. This was the day after their 2-year losing streak anniversary. So, yes, I did. That a 100% did that.
Okay then.
So at least I didn't put in a lot of effort, but you know what I did do? I
You made
brought
some
a lot
waves.
I brought my balls. I brought my big old hefty balls. What are they going to do about it? They can beat the shit out of me all they want. They still can't win a fucking game. You know? Put that in your pipe and smoke it, fucking football players. Yeah. But
Yeah.
I still need to find my I would have gone with the school that I wanted to go to. Or like that I not wanted, I still want to for my doctorate. But they're my hoodie, I can't find my Notre Dame hoodie. I have my ball cap, but I can't find my Notre Dame hoodie. So I think it's in my. So when I moved here, it was the summer, and I had packed up all my winter clothes. So they're all packed up somewhere. So I need to unpack those and put them up in my closet. But yeah, I need to find my Notre Dame hoodie because that's a good hoodie. They have an actual deal with Under Armour to make like clothes for them because unlike this school, Notre Dame actually wins fucking games. You know, they uh they didn't have the decency to win for my birthday, but they're not doing too bad this year. They're what are they? They are Notre Dame fighting Irish football. They are what is it? 2-7 or 7-2? What?
I I don't know.
I think. Yeah, 7-2. They're yeah, they're doing okay. You know what? We take those. They're doing better than Army, and they're doing better than Yukon Huskies too. But Yukon Huskies at least won one game this season, which is one more than we've won in the last 2 years. So we'll take those as well. If you're a Yukon Huskies fan, there you go. You
Dang,
don't have it
your
too bad.
your team can't catch a break.
I mean, they have to. It's not that they can't catch a break; it's that they can't catch the fucking ball. That's the problem. Motherfuckers cannot. They cannot play. They cannot play. I love how one of their best defenses is, well, why don't you go out there and play if you say it's so easy? We literally can't do any worse if I did go out there, bro. That's the point. That's the point is we literally could not be performing worse. When it comes to winning and losing, there's no way we could perform worse. We need to cut the fucking football program, honestly. We need to knock down that stadium and I don't know, put in something useful. Put in something that's not going to be millions of dollars of drained funds because we're already struggling fucking financially. You know?
Hmm.
Yeah. In other words, the Western Illinois University should fucking hire me because I would be able to fucking run that school better. uh, and if they are listening to this, I will put my money where my mouth is if you offer me a job. If you pay me half as much as you pay the current people in charge of running the finances of this fucking school, I will turn this school into an actual place to go. So hire me. You're welcome. That's my job pitch. There you go. That's my interview right there. Offers on the table. Let's hear it.
Fantastic.
Yeah. It's not hard to run a business. As someone who runs 4 of them, it's not hard. It's not difficult. I can make better business decisions on like 2 ibuprofens and a shot of Malibu than most of these motherfuckers at my university can sober. It's not hard. By the way, I haven't. That was from earlier. That was that was from earlier this week. I haven't taken any ibuprofen.
Right.
Yeah, that was fun though. So I got my. I think last week. I don't know if I talked about it. I got my my flu shot and my COVID booster. I sadly I've had to move away from Pfizer and I had to get a Moderna, and I feel dirty knowing that is in my body now, because I was team Pfizer all the way until you know. Do you know how far I would have had to go to get a Pfizer? Guess.
Probably pretty far.
Guess in miles how far I would have had to go.
100.
No, not that far.
Okay, less.
Yes, it was 35. So, which would have been an hour. No, sorry, an hour and a half one way. It's fucking ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because out here in these goddamn country roads, it's like impossible to fucking go anyways. But yeah, I would have had to go all the way. Yeah, all that way just to get a goddamn flu shot. It was fucking ridiculous, and I am not happy about it. But fuck it, we ball regardless. I got my Moderna. But all right, so anywho, I think I got COVID in the left and flu in the right. And I literally did not even feel the needle when they stuck me with the COVID one. And then in the right arm, with the flu one, that hurt like a bitch. But literally, as soon as I went home and, fell asleep, honk shoe, me, you know how it is. As soon as I did that, as soon as I woke up, fucking my left arm was hurting. My left arm hurt for like 3 days after that. It was a bitch. It was a bitch and a half. I think I got it last Wednesday, and it hurt until like Saturday. So on Thursday, as soon as I got home from class, I took 2 ibuprofens and 2 shots of Malibu, and then drank caffeinated tea. So I was on everything. It was great.
Yeah.
That was
You were lucid.
top 3 experiences is mixing ibuprofen with alcohol and caffeine.
Mm-hmm.
It's great. They talk about when you take too many Benadryls, you go see the Hat Man. I was seeing shapes that weren't even humanoid, man. It was crazy. Definitely would do again. Speaking of alcohol, do you want to know what I'm drinking right now? It's fucking good.
No, but you can indulge the audience.
Okay, so what I'm drinking right now is I dumped a whole can of A&W root beer in a glass, and I dumped in about 2 shots of rum chata. Mix that shit together. Tastes just like a root beer float. It's delicious. It is de-fucking-licious.
Awesome.
As opposed to D's fucking nuts. Got him. Get dunked on. There you go. Fucking good. I am such a good alcoholic. It's incredible. I think Jimmy Buffett would be proud. God rest his soul. I'm still not over that, by the way, man. Like, come on, man. This has been a shit year for like celebrity deaths, Jimmy Buffett, Matthew Perry. Yeah, terrible year. I'm sure there's been some others, but those were the main 2. And yeah, I don't think we've had a year for celebrity deaths this bad since like 2016. Because 2016 was really bad. Do you remember how many fucking celebrities we lost in 2016?
I can't remember.
Bowie, George Michael. That David Bowie was rough. That was rough. Yeah, I I hate celebrity deaths. Oh, and Carrie Fisher. Carrie Fisher was 2016,
Hmm.
and Debbie Reynolds. Man, man, this sucks. Why? And John Glenn too. First American in space. Man, 2016 was a shit year. Uh, as you can attest, right? I think both of us can attest. Oh yeah, and Leonard Cohen. Fuck. 2016 was a terrible year.
Yeah, 2016 was a terrible year.
We had a bad president elected. We had all those celebrity deaths. We both got sent to boarding school. What else happened? There wasn't a plague yet. You know, there there wasn't like the fourth deadliest pandemic in the entire human history. So you know what? Well, it wasn't as bad as 2020, but it was pretty fucking bad. It was pretty fucking bad. Speaking of elections, are you excited? The Iowa caucus is in 2 months. Aren't you excited?
Uh, Yay, another election.
The fate of our country hangs in the balance. We're all going to die. Aren't you excited? What do you think he's
No.
going to do if he loses again? What do you think? Because last
do you
time he
mean?
lost, he did an insurrection and he tried to take over the Capitol. What do you think he's going to do this time if he loses?
Well, he's not really like able to go on the campaign trail right now because,
Because he's in court, yeah.
he's in court.
Yeah. But like, so, all right, so when he loses, what do you think's going to happen?
Um,
I want to start making bets, you know? Uh, Civil War, yes or no?
Probably not. I'm assuming that he lost a lot of his followers after the attempted insurrection.
So he kind of did. The main there's kind of a saying going around about it, and that is that you can't win a primary without Trump, but you cannot win a general with him. And that's sort of the trend that we kind of saw in the midterms, and that's sort of why that didn't really turn out as good as they wanted it to. Because um because when Trump would support a candidate, they would win the primary because woohoo Trump in the Republican space. But then in the general, people are like boo Trump, and he would lose. So uh, it was sort of not really the best system for winning general elections. So either they're going to have to learn how to deal with that, or they're going to keep losing elections. But I am wondering what happens if all the rats who have been pleading guilty in all these cases. We got the Sidney Powell, the lady who like Donald Trump was like, oh, that she's the Kraken, she's our secret weapon, she's the best lawyer in the whole fucking world. Um, she pled guilty, and I'm sure all these motherfuckers. Well, I think it's like public knowledge that all these motherfuckers are pleading guilty because they're gonna squeal on Trump and like the main three, which is Trump and I think Giuliani and Cheeseborough. Cheeseborough? I think it's Cheeseborough. And I think it's Chese bro. So I'm gonna call him Cheeseborough. Yeah, he will not be cheesing for much longer if everybody squeals on him. You know,
Yeah.
I see. I thought Trump was gonna smile in his mugshot. I think we talked about that. I think we talked about that, and I put I was very confident that he was gonna be smiling in his mugshot, and you were like, no, he's gonna be pissed. And you were correct, but that pissed me off because I wanted him to smile. I feel like it would have been a power move if he had smiled. You know?
As powerful as anyone getting their mugshot can be.
You know, remember when Justin Bieber got his mugshot and he was toothy grin the whole motherfucking time? That's how he got off so easy. You know, because he's a cocky little bastard, and I think Trump has that exact same energy. And I think that's when Trump is at his most endearing, when he's like, you know, confident and cocky, and he's smug. He's like, we're gonna smile in a mugshot, folks. We're gonna smile in the mugshot, folks. It's okay. It's okay. The great Letitia James, she's taking me to court for all I'm worth, but it's okay, folks. It's okay. We love it, folks. How's my Trump? How's my Trump? I feel like that was pretty good. I've been working on it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'm,
I mean, you're
I'm
from New York. You grew up on Trump. You know.
That's not true.
You he owns that whole city. He's the king of New York.
Yeah, you think Trump is popular in New York?
I think he owns half of New York, or owned. I'm sure he's had to sell a few of his properties to fucking pay off all these goddamn lawsuits. But back in the day, back in the what was it? 04, 05, 06. Yeah, he owned most of New York City. He's a well, probably not like most of New York City, but he was big there. He was big enough that I couldn't tell the difference between him and Regis Philbin. Have I ever talked about that on the podcast? Have I ever said that?
I don't know.
Up until Donald Trump ran for president, I could not tell the difference between him and Regis Philbin. Genuinely could not, because they were old white men from New York City, and that's it. You know, like I'm sure if you had introduced Michael Bloomberg into the mix, I wouldn't be able to tell who he was either. You know, but I don't give a fuck who Michael Bloomberg is. Except for the fact that he did say, I love big gay ice cream, which is kind of fucking hilarious.
Hmm.
Have you ever seen that clip? Oh, I love that clip. I love that clip. It's really funny. Big gay ice cream is the best. Shine on, you crazy motherfucking 5'4" gremlin. Shine on.
Yeah, we can just promote Big Gay Ice Cream.
Yeah, I love big gay ice cream. Unless they're pro Russia like Ben and Jerry's is, in which case they can go fuck themselves. Hang on,
Word.
I gotta check their Twitter just to make sure. But yeah, big gay ice cream. That's a great name. Yeah, I love I love fun names. Naming your business something fun is like half the that's like half the battle. If you have a good name in business, you're pretty good, right?
Hmm.
Yeah. You know what would be a really good name for a podcast? The highly influential and incredibly successful podcast. I feel like that would be a great name for a podcast. Do you think it's too late for a rebrand?
Uh, I, I mean, I'd say this late in, it's probably not worth considering.
80 episodes. 80 episodes. This is the 80th episode, everyone. I mean, you probably know because you clicked on it, but isn't that crazy? Isn't that fucking nuts? It has been, yeah, so it has been 18 months as of last week on the October 26th. That was 18 months. Can you fucking believe it? It's crazy.
I
I
can't.
Yeah. How has your first 6 months and change been?
It's been okay. just along for the ride, you know.
Yeah, I remember. Uh, how is it? You know what? You know what? I think we should probably go to the ad break, but I want to talk about this after the ad break. I've got a couple questions that I want to ask you after the ad break, but
Oh,
we'll go to the ad break
okay.
now. I love you. Goodbye. This episode is sponsored by Liquid IV, the number one powdered hydration brand in America. We've been partnering with them all summer, and I've been using it to beat the heat through some of these particularly nasty heat waves. While it was scorching hot outside, I was staying cool and refreshed with Liquid IV and their 12 delicious flavors.
One stick of liquid IV in 16 ounces of water hydrates you twice as fast and far more efficiently than water alone, and it also contains 5 essential vitamins and 3 times the electrolytes of leading sports drinks, without any GMOs, gluten, dairy, or soy. Liquid IV is also committed to equitable access to clean water worldwide, partnering with leading organizations to fund and foster innovative solutions with communities that protect both their water and their futures, and donating 39 million servings in 50 plus countries around the world.
Real people, real flavor, real hydrating. Get 20% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use code IIHS all one word, at checkout. That's 20% off anything you order when you shop Better Hydration today using promo code IIHS again, all one word, at liquidiv.com. Thank you again to Liquid IV for partnering with us. This episode is sponsored by Liquid IV, the number one powdered hydration brand in America. We've been partnered with them all summer, and I've been using it to beat the heat through some of these particularly nasty heat waves. While it was scorching hot outside, I was staying cool and refreshed with Liquid IV and their 12 delicious flavors.
One stick of liquid IV in 16 ounces of water hydrates you twice as fast and far more efficiently than water alone, and it also contains 5 essential vitamins and 3 times the electrolytes of leading sports drinks, without any GMOs, gluten, dairy, or soy. Liquid IV is also committed to equitable access to clean water worldwide, partnering with leading organizations to fund and foster innovative solutions with communities that protect both their water and their futures, and donating 39 million servings in 50 plus countries around the world.
Real people, real flavor, real hydrating. Get 20% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use code IIHS all one word, at checkout. That's 20% off anything you order when you shop Better Hydration today using promo code IIHS again, all one word, at liquidiv.com. Thank you again to Liquid IV for partnering with us. All right, welcome back to the show. We're here. I love you. Thank you for sticking with us. I love you. I'm doubling down on this point. I love you. Um, so Maxwell, I got a couple questions here for you. If you're ready for it.
As ready as I'll ever be.
Okay. So now that again you've been here for about 6 months and change, what would you say your first impressions were when you went into it?
Like this?
Yeah, like what did you think it was gonna be like when you went into it?
I thought it would be a lot of what we are doing, of exactly what we are doing.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I was very conscious of what I signed up for when I joined, which in some short uh, summary is getting to getting to experience the unhinged side of Kael Clugston.
I mean, I think you lived with me long enough to know that there was never really a hinged side,
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. Which is why it's fully what I expected when I signed up. And it has followed me for 6 months.
I think it's a little more than
Full.
6 months. I think it's like 7 now,
Yeah,
honestly.
well, it's never left. You've never gotten back on the hinge if you were ever on it. And
Yeah.
I've just been able to hang out and you know have interesting discussions with
Hmm.
that sort of atypical energy.
Yeah, now
So
I'm just unhinged but also drunk, which is, I would argue, much better.
yeah, it is something different for sure.
Yeah, because back in the day, I was not an alcoholic yet. You know, I hadn't quite reached that stage in my character arc. Um,
Right, right. Yeah, totally. Like
but
you like you didn't drink at all before then. Mhm.
no, I did
No
not.
way.
Yeah, no, I did not. Um, sadly, um, did not partake in much alcoholism back then.
I
Back
see.
Oh, I thought we were talking about when I was like 14.
No. I'm
Oh,
not. I'm talking
no.
about the past 7 months.
Oh, no, I've been drinking this whole time.
That's what
100%.
I'm saying.
Yeah, I know. I was just saying like how does it compare from, previous unhinged Kale, That's yeah.
Uh, you want to know how it compares?
Yeah.
Well, uh,
I think I'm still just as unhinged as I normally am sober, but like just the delivery is different. The context is the same, the message is the same. It's just the delivery is probably worse. But
yeah, yeah. It's more in the delivery than in anything where it's noticeable.
much like when having children, the delivery is very important.
That was weak, man. What was that?
Like I said, the delivery is very important.
I there you go.
I'm
You
proving my point.
you
See,
proved your point, but at what cost?
no cost. I'm drunk. I'll forget this.
Mm, for
I'm
your
I'm
sake.
like two or three shots in. I will forget this very soon. I'm I'm partying. It is a party at my house, and none of you are invited. Fuck you. Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Get out. Um, but yeah, I'm having a great time. My weekend started early this week. It's still so. Full disclosure. Normally, my weekend starts on Thursdays at like 1:45. That's when my class lets out. Um, but my professor canceled my last class, so I got to go home at like 12:30 today. I am vibing. I still would be in class right now if he hadn't canceled. So my weekend started early. We're partying. This is a party. We're I'm enjoying myself. This is it's a rare treat when you get that nice early weekend start. So I have like basically a 4.5 day weekend. It's great.
Awesome.
I I don't intend to be sober for most of it. That is that's my goal. We'll see if I can reach that goal, but we're gonna where it is Halloween's over. We've still got a couple more weeks before Thanksgiving. I need this, man. I need this cuz that uh uh I have two tests next week. I have a paper due on Sunday night. I have I'm suffering. I had an exam this week in pre-calc, uh, or was it this week? No, I had an exam last week in pre-calc. I had a quiz this week. I'm sure I have an exam probably next week. It's a fucking mess. My life is hard. I don't know how I'm keeping like all passing grades right now. I'm suffering, but
Well,
you know,
I hope you find a time to take a mental break from
yeah,
that, cause
I yeah, but I got paid today. I got my monthly stipend today. So uh we're gonna go ape shit, we're going nuts. uh my roommate gets paid next week, so we can go to the grocery store then, so we can finally have more food in the house. We're partying, we're vibing. We're having a good time. And
Nice.
yeah, so I'm dropping shit everywhere, but
Yeah. Yes, you are.
uh, but you know what? I'm not stressing about it. I'm not stressing about it. I've been stressing too much this week, uh, from work and shit. I need to take a load off. I need to just sit here and just decompose. You know, I'm going to become a rotting, malformed mess of flesh and sinew wrapped around a skeleton. Okay, it's what's gonna happen. I,
Okay.
I know Halloween is over, but you know what? It's all in your mindset. In my opinion, the scary shit just started because finals are coming up. You know, we're in week 11, man. I've got all right. So thankfully, I'm gonna say this. Thankfully, I don't have two exams in a row like I did for midterms, because that sucks. I have one on Tuesday and I have one on Thursday, but I don't have two in a row. So that is something. We take those, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how your exams are spaced out, but fuck, man. Having those two in a row was a bad day. That was a stressful ass fucking day. Let me
Hmm.
tell you. Yeah. How are yours this week?
Um, I've had a more lighter week, but not not because of like good circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
We had a student take his own life earlier this week.
Well, that
So,
certainly fucking brings down the atmosphere. Damn, that's sad. That's
yeah,
really sad.
it is really sad. And so the week has kind of been able to uh, be less intense for me,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not the same for other people, which seems kind of unfair
Yeah,
and not reasonable from the school's approach.
yeah,
Uh, so it's a mixed bag, you know, but it's just sad.
yeah,
So yeah, not to put like a total damper on it all, but that's kind of how it's been, really.
yeah. I mean, I hope everyone there fucking I hope, like, you're a liberal arts school, so I hope the people there I hope that the school has like a good counseling thing to make sure there's no like copycat incidents, because I know that happens sometimes.
Yeah, it is not great, honestly.
Yeah,
The This incident has kind of reflected on how not good our mental health scene is.
yeah. I Hopefully they take some steps to correct that in the future, because goddamn, that's fucking
Yeah,
awful.
yeah, we're all waiting for something to be done about that. So,
Yeah, I hate that feeling of like, well, we can't do anything. All we do is yell at you to do something, and you don't do anything, and like, you make us feel bad because we can't do anything about it, but all the power's like in your control, right? It's like when, um, like one of those, so you know how like something like 70% of all global CO2 emissions are done by 100 companies. It's like
uh,
when continue, sorry.
no, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and it's like when one of those companies puts out like a video talking about like, here's what you can do to reduce emissions, and it's like, okay, but you're the problem, like we're
Right.
telling you not to do it. We can't do anything about it, you know, but you could, right? Not to say that like you should not uh improve society if you have the means and the opportunity to do so. Definitely don't skimp out. Just because you don't have much power doesn't mean you don't have any power, but at the same time, you know it sucks when the people who do have power do nothing, you know
Hmm.
and yeah, that's irritating. So I understand that feeling of just like the whole, okay, here are the consequences of this happening, can we please do something about it,
Yeah.
yeah. I i don't think we've had an incident like that. It triggered like some like kind of like, did that happen on our campus? But I don't think so. But like at the same time, I get that. Yeah, it's yeah, it's just it's shitty when people don't take action and uh like there are real world, really real tragic consequences. So if you're out there and you're struggling, you know, please seek help. There's people out there who care about you. There's hotlines, there's chat lines, there's numerous things you can do to reach out and get yourself some help. So please go do that, please, if you need it. Um, and even if you don't need it, even if you think that oh, I'll just thug it out, don't thug it out. Okay, it's that's not a great strat. You know, go seek some help. Okay, I'm sure Maxwell would agree with that.
Yes. In in verbatim.
Yeah, go 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 make sure your needs are met and you've got yourself some kind of support system, and if you don't have that, go get one, man, because it's hard to do this shit alone, and you're not alone. There's people out there just like you, so fucking go find them. Take care of yourself, man. um on a lighter note, um uh shit, I don't know how we bounce back from that. I really don't. That sucks.
Yeah, it
Ouch.
does.
Shit. Uh Fuck. That's hard to
Hmm.
bounce back from. I guess tell me tell me about your show. I hear that's starting this week.
It's starting tonight.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yep.
Uh, all right. How involved are you?
Um, I don't have a big role, but I do have some pretty physically demanding things from me, like that I do on the show.
Mhm.
Uh, like I like as in I do these things and other people in the show do not, but uh, you know, that's that's my own thing, and I got to make sure I'm able to do them tonight.
What, be more specific?
Okay. I am doing baton tosses.
Oh, yes.
So I'm throwing batons in the air and hopefully catching them tonight, tomorrow night, and in the afternoon afterwards.
That's a
So,
lot.
yep,
I'm surprised they're not doing weekend shows.
they are.
Oh,
That's
are
why
you
I said
just not?
tonight, the day after tomorrow.
Oh, the day after tomorrow.
Yep.
Why aren't they doing one on Friday?
Um, they are.
Oh. Oh, it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday afternoon. All right, the
Yeah,
rum is hitting.
I
The
know.
rum chata is hitting.
I think it's the 3-day weekend, but also probably the rum chata.
The 4.5 day weekend. Well, don't
So
mince words.
I've got that. I'm also playing the guitar and I am singing in the show. So I have to
Ooh,
be doing all of that.
sounds interesting. So is this like a solo song?
Yeah.
Oh, all right, all right. Um, so in terms of like billing, how far down are you?
I'm the first one to bow on stage.
Oh, I see, I see.
And
So
there's like, or I guess I'm technically the second one, but there are 13 people, 14 people in the show.
that's not a lot. Well, yeah, that's not a lot. Um,
That's not a lot. That's quite a lot for a cast, I think. But
well, I'm talking about shit with like extras and shit and like musicals. Cause I don't know if you remember Bye Bye Birdie, even our little community theater Bye Bye Birdie had way more than 14 people. We had like 2 dozen at least, you know? So it's
I don't
like
think I got to see that.
you didn't get to it was in what was it? I feel like it ended sometime in like May, maybe? I started work on that in like February, and I feel like it ended around April or May. I don't know. I could probably go look. I have the poster in my room
Okay,
somewhere.
because I did like take a trip with our school.
Yeah, but that was for holes. That was for the last thing I did.
No, I
I
took
did.
another trip. Like I took multiple,
Well, you didn't go to
multiple.
Thailand.
No, I didn't.
No. Where did you go?
That's not when your show happened.
I know, but you didn't. It wasn't a Mexico trip because I had gone on the Mexico trip.
When was your show? It was in like May, right?
I think so.
Yeah. I went to Alaska and California
They did an
and
Alaska trip, or was that just like you did that with your family?
uh, I did that with the school.
Really? They never. I don't know if they offered that to me. I probably wouldn't have gone. But wait, I'm taking you to Alaska next summer. I
Yep.
don't know why I'm saying I wouldn't. I wouldn't have gone, but
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, right.
I don't know. I guess they just didn't offer it to me because they knew I was in the show. But I mean, that that comes first. I said I was gonna be in it, so I'm gonna be in it. Dead
Mhm.
away. But yeah, that was a
Same.
lot.
Same reason I said I was going to be in Italy, and so I didn't do your show, and I went to
Yeah,
Italy instead.
I think you missed out. I think you missed out. We had a good time. That
I
was a
mean, it looked fun. Don't get me wrong. The small amount of time I got to do it, it was very fun.
It
But
was a great show. It was a fucking great show. We did a yeah. I really enjoyed it. I thought I kind of miss theater. I'll be honest. I don't want to be a theater kid. I don't want to be in
you could do other
things.
things to work on the show.
I know, but I love acting. Acting is my passion. I am a performer at heart, but I don't want to be a theater kid. That's the problem.
Yeah.
That sort of stigma is kind of there's there's certain things that have happened recently in the last few years that have caused people to sour on theater kids more than even than they might have even in times prior.
Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, Hamilton is cringe and sort of ruined the reputation of theater kids everywhere. Because everyone knows a Hamilton kid and everyone knows they're fucking annoying about it. I'm dating a Hamilton kid and I love her to death, but dear God in heaven, it's I'm just saying I'm glad that I was able to go, enjoy it. I got a t-shirt and that was it. And I was done. I've not made it part of my personality like
Yeah, I
some
mean,
people did.
it's a good show.
It's a great show. It's some might say it is one of the best musicals since like the 30s. Honestly, some would say that, and I would agree with that. Some people would say, oh, it's not as good as like Rodgers and Hammerstein. It's not as good as Cole Porter, but Lin-Manuel Miranda makes a good fucking musical, and that is his best fucking work ever. He will never put out anything that's better than that. But it's cringe. Is it good? Yes. But it's cringe.
That's funny.
You know, like with my cringe interests, I don't fucking talk about them. I just bury them secretly and don't invite anyone over to my house, because if they come to my house, they'll see that I have like 5 lightsabers.
Hmm.
So I just it's just a little bit cringe. I'm sorry. It's just it's not the best not the best look. you know like every Denny's waitress has felt the dread of seeing a group of like theater kids coming into their restaurant. Everyone has felt that dread who has worked at Denny's. So it's like
Right.
we I don't want to say we theater kids, because I still don't identify as one, even though I've been in like 3 things. I've done Shakespeare at this point. I can't divorce myself from that. I in for a penny, in for a pound. But at the
I mean,
same time,
that's what I'm
yeah,
doing tonight. Is
yeah,
Shakespeare.
yeah. Wait, what? Shakespeare didn't write musicals?
He wrote music, or he wrote songs.
Yeah, but he didn't write the music.
Yeah, the
What?
music is like interpretive, you know.
I guess it's yeah. I guess.
But the fact is, he wrote them to be like songs in the show.
Mm,
Like they're all described as songs and as music. So even though like yeah, I mean, that's got to mean something, right? I can't
yeah.
just say that's not music.
I mean, I guess. You know, I I think there's also something different when you go from like musical kids or like theater kids. Like if you're putting on Hamlet, like that's different from like putting from you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Like
There's
putting
difference.
on Hamlet or whatever.
Yes, putting on Hamlet is different from like Grease or West Side Story or whatever the fuck, right? You know, like that. I don't associate with those fucking musical kids. How about that? How about that? I will we will dissociate from them. That's my one thing that I have over them, is that I only did one musical and I didn't have a lead in it, so I have plausible deniability, you know. But yeah, it's like if you're an opera singer or you do like all spoken, no sung, those are more prestigious than mixing the two together. It's like putting mac and cheese on your steak. You know what I mean? Mac and cheese is good, steak is good, but like if you put them together, you're a weirdo, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Uh,
Basically, what I'm saying is, don't lump me in with those fucking musical kids. So help me God.
that's
God.
fair. I think, yeah, there's a notable difference.
Yes. And uh, I
I,
you could
I
just
think,
say, go ahead.
oh, I was gonna say that could segue into a great big red button.
I I was just thinking that. I was just thinking that. Except I'm a little too drunk. So since you
I can,
recognized the segue, let's hear
I
you
can,
do it.
I can ask you. So you will always have the opportunity to, you know, be in and act in, you know, good straight shows, you know? Like
Yes.
you always be cast, you know.
Yeah.
But you will always have to be in a singing role.
Ooh, that's hard. That's rough. That is rough.
See, I think that that's a good one for you.
I'd rather give a 10-page monologue than sing one song. Jesus Christ. Oh, that's hard. That is hard. See, my main problem when I did productions was I could never learn my lines, but songs are easy to learn. And yet I still am hesitating on this because fuck singing roles. Oh, that's hard. At least it's not opera. Dear God, I don't know if I could do opera.
Yeah, I'm not saying it has to be opera.
I know, but I love opera. Like, don't get me wrong, but holy shit, that would be rough. That would be rough as fuck. You know that I especially like if you're doing something like a Turandot or something like that when you have like these big uh famous very famous like shoes to fill, you know, like you've got like if you're trying to live up to a Pavarotti, you know, you're like uh it that kind of pressure would just be like awful, you know. So it's kind of yeah. I think, am I getting paid for it?
Uh,
You said I could get into anything.
yeah, so I guess that kind of like, falls within the realm of possibility.
Okay. If I'm getting paid Broadway star money, then I'll fucking do it. But
Okay.
ugh, oh, that's rough. Are you? Would you?
I'm doing it tonight.
I know, but would you? Would you say all of your? Would you? I guess kneecap yourself and only take singing roles from here on out if you knew that you would always get them.
Well, I think that's the difference between you and me is I like to sing. So,
I enjoy it too. There's pressure there. It's um and it's less out of my wheel, or it's more out of my wheelhouse, you know? Like
right.
I make my living talking. That's easy for me, you know? I've been heard on 6 continents. That's easy for me. But being able to like sing it in on command in like over and over and over, you know, because it's never just the one performance. That would be really fucking hard, you know. Like,
Mhm.
I feel really bad for those people who like who had to do like again like Hamilton over and over and over. Like anyone who's played Hamilton or Burr, you know, that is a long ass musical. Almost every single word is spoken or is not spoken, is sung.
Yeah, but it's not like the songs are bad.
No. I'm saying like just the amount of exertion you would be doing would just be really fucking hard.
True. I mean,
That would
they
be
are
a
doing
lot of
like
work.
5 shows a week, I
Yeah,
think.
5 shows a week.
Maybe 6.
Yeah, sometimes like 2 on the same day. Fuck, man, that would be awful. You got your matinee and your one at night. Oh, it's hard. It's hard. Because I have had to sing before, and it was not. I'm glad I was not a
Ooh,
lead. I
what
was part of an
what?
ensemble.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was in Bye Bye Birdie. I was one of the yeah one of the
Nice.
teen ensemble. Yes, I had to dance too, and that was not fun. I had a good partner. Shout out Lydia. I know you're not listening to this because you're Mormon and this has the cussy cuss, but you're a good partner.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Were you like the only non-Mormon in your cast?
No, there were a few. Our Kim and our both of our Hugos. We had one Hugo who was gay as the day is long, and he
You
had to
know,
drop out.
oh shit. Damn,
and then
it's a
our second,
conspiracy.
Hugo. I never thought about it that way, but I get it. And then our second Hugo, Corbin, was really cool. Shout out Corbin. Um, yeah, he was cool. And then one of my so have I told you? I know I've talked about it on the podcast before, but have I told you that I know someone who was in High School Musical, the series?
I think you did tell me that.
Yeah, that he's not Mormon, and we did all of those shows together.
Nice.
Yeah, shout out Aaron. Um, yeah, we hung. Yeah, that I those memories that I have with like some of those friends, uh, like with Corbin, with Aaron, with some of my other friends. I wouldn't fucking trade those for the world, right? But being a theater kid is fucking cringe. Okay, we can all admit
You still
being a
have standards, so to
exactly,
say.
exactly. We are not going to pretend that it is sans cringe, if that makes sense. We're gonna accept it. We're gonna be like, you know what? So what? I am cringe, and we're gonna move on. Except not me, because I don't associate with you motherfuckers. I don't associate with you theater kid motherfuckers. Get
Even
out of
though
my
you,
Denny's.
even though you've been in the same boat.
Shut up. Don't worry about it. We try not to talk about that, even though I've spent the last 20 minutes talking about that.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, man. Theater's hard. Theater's hard. But what's even harder is giving it up. Haha, the very, that's a big theater kid answer right there.
Wow, so fucking funny, man.
That's
Wow,
not
what a
that's not
great top
funny.
off.
It's not funny. It's not funny. It's real. It's real. It comes from the heart. Would you rather I pull something out of my ass? Jiminy fucking
Almost.
Christmas. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it here. I hate it here. It sucks. Being reminded of my theater kid past. It's terrible. I can't believe you got out of it. I cannot believe you got out of it.
What do you mean I got out of it?
Like you got out of holes, you avoided working in a single one of those productions. You didn't do Shakespeare, you didn't do Bye Bye Birdie, and you didn't do fucking Holes.
Yep. But I did
Oh, you've met Aaron. Wait, yeah, you met Aaron because Aaron was on Holes with us.
Yeah, I probably met that person.
Yeah. So you also know someone who was in High School Musical, the series. So there you go.
Cool.
Merry fucking Christmas. That's my gift to you this year. Don't say I never did nothing for you.
Well,
But
we still got a month.
Well, I don't have to worry for the next month about what I'm getting you. There you go.
Right.
What are you getting me? That's the real question. What do I want? What do you get for the man who has everything?
Or A&W and rum chata.
Goddamn right. My man. This is why we're partners. You know me so well. Abso-fucking-lutely. Indulge my alcoholism. Hell yeah. Hell yes.
Yep.
This is what you do if you have an alcoholic friend or a loved one. You indulge them and you buy them more alcohol. Do it. Nothing bad could happen. Don't look up Amy Winehouse.
Too soon.
It's been 15 years, right? What was it? 09, 08, 08, 09? One of those?
Still just as sad.
It's 2011. Okay, it's been 12 years. But yeah. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Indulge your friends' alcoholism. And yeah, do that. If any of you want to know what to get me for Christmas, alcohol, please. Awesome. And thank you. Mm-hmm. Not picky. No gin, please. Whiskey and rum, por favor. I also will accept tequila and wine, but that's it.
You've made a pretty extensive list in that.
I know. There you go. I said I wasn't picky. I just said no gin. There you go.
Hmm.
That's
You
something.
should have started with that.
I did start with that.
Oh, well.
Who's the drunk one, motherfucker?
Uh-huh.
Ah, oh, geez, Christmas. You better get ready. You better get ready for your Shakespeare, for your guitar solo.
Yeah, you're right. I better.
Is it acoustic or is it, electric? I want a Metallica solo.
It's Shakespeare.
And they made fucking Romeo and Juliet with guns. They made Hamlet with lions twice, 3 times if you count the Broadway version.
I
Uh,
guess.
they made what was it? Uh, they made Heart of Darkness in Dubai after a sandstorm in 2011. It's called Spec Ops: The Line. That has nothing to do with Shakespeare, but I'm just reminding everyone. There you go. Adaptation
Nice.
is a powerful thing, and that's how we'll end this episode. We want to shout out Justin Connor, our supporter tier patron. Thank you very much for indulging this absolute fucking fiasco. If you want to support us over on patreon.com/IIHS podcast, we have 2 tiers. You can get the supporter tier and get a cool shout out like that, or you can get the influential and successful tier, which gives you an even cooler shout out, and you get early access to all these episodes ad free, and you get our movie commentaries. We're still working on it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Shut up. We're working on it. If you want to reach out to us on social media, we are at IIHS Podcast on Twitter, Threads, Instagram, and YouTube. Go check us out over there. We're doing we have Q&A, we have topic suggestions, just general updates. That's the best place to reach us, so go check us out over there. Other than that, I've got nothing else.
And I've been highly successful.
I was asking if you had anything else. You fucker. Okay, well, in that case, my name is Kael. I have been incredibly influential.
And my name is Maxwell, and I've been highly successful.
And we'll talk to you guys next week. God, you're such a snarky bastard. All right, see ya.